Good morning, everybody. This is Steve from the Worley Bugger. It is November 9th, 2023. I am here on the banks of the Yakima at the Ellensburg gauging station that takes the CFS of the river, cubic feet per second. If you've been following us along, you can probably see that there is a little bit more water in the river. So here's what happened. A couple weeks ago, got frigidly cold down into the teens. We got some snow in the low elevations. And then, like I had predicted, it warmed up, it rained. The rain came down, hit the snow melts, comes into the Yakima via the tributaries. I mean, there is absolutely hardly any water left in the reservoirs whatsoever. I mean, they are drained down well below what we've ever seen historically for this time of year. So, and they are predicting an El Nino year, so wet and warm, and that's kind of what we're seeing today. It's frosty, got cold last night, well below the freezing level, and not supposed to be overly warm today, in the 40s, but then we're supposed to see temperatures rise about another 10 degrees into the 50-degree mark, and that's supposed to hold true all the way into next week. So for November, 50 degrees or 50 plus is absolutely fantastic fishing weather. So what's happening? So it's a big time of the year when things start slowing down, fish start transitionalizing, bugs transition, but with the warmer temperatures, we're still seeing October caddis. We're still seeing some sedge caddis, smaller, 14, 16. And then there's another caddis that doesn't show up, over the years, hasn't showed in great numbers, but this fall, called the silver sedge. It's a little bit smaller version of what you would consider an October caddis. It's about a size 10 or a 12. Has an orange body as well as the October, but a different silver wing on it. And there's a lot of those, especially through the farmlands area of the river. Of course, blue wing olives, will still be popping on certain days. They are predicting some more rain, but you can see water levels are going to continue to drop over the next week. And again, that is because all that low-lying snow that we had a couple weeks ago has been pushed out. It's melted, and the tributaries filled up, and they're running pretty good. The river, I mean, it needed an absolute shot of water for sure. I mean, all fall we were fishing in about 400 to 500 cubic feet of water, depending on the section of river, especially in the upper river around Clay Elm through the farmlands. Of course, the canyon always has a little bit more water because of big tributaries that feed in there. But yeah, it got a shot of water and it needed it, but you can see from the graphs it's going to continue to drop and get down low again. Even some of the birds haven't migrated yet because it's still warm. As the river continues to drop, it's a good time of the year for you to change tactics and start learning other aspects. Work on your nymphing game. Good time to throw streamers, work on your streamer game. Fish will start pooling and potting up, you know, in specific water types. So again, you know, if you're gonna fish, don't fish sloppily. You know, fish as clean as you can. Drag-free drifts are crucial. And this time of year, the fly is not going to be as crucial as what your drift is going to be. So the two main things that are going to be the most important is water type that you select to fish, and then how you fish. Through that water type. So get as clean as drifts as you can, no drag. Work on that. That's you know, absolute necessary. Just about any river that you go to. Some rivers are a little bit more forgiving, and the trout are a little bit more forgiving, but on the Yakima, they're just absolutely prone to dead drifting flies. And people might go, oh, well, I swing flies and I catch fish, but swinging flies and dragging flies is two totally different techniques. So there's a fine art to swinging a fly correctly. So that's totally different than dragging a fly around. And that could be a good technique, you know, during bug hatches of blue wings or caddis, you know, swinging soft hackles. Lots of people the last several weeks been working on their streamer game, so you know, just fine-tuning, working on every avenue of your arsenal. So some of the lakes over in the basin are still producing fish too. Dry Falls, I've gotten great reports from there. Of course, Lake Lanice always seems to fish very well. That'll be open till the end of the month. And of course, still no ice on it, but all reporting good fishing and people that are coming in fishing, doing some lake fishing. We don't hear much about Rocky Ford, and unfortunately there's hardly ever any reason to even say anything good about that anymore, which is a shame. If you have any questions regarding late fall, early winter fishing, give us a shout out. Call the fly shop. Got specific questions. Just a heads up, if you're floating, you know, when we see water levels change like this too, you know, and the river gets a shot of water, you got to have a heads up, especially in certain sections of the river. Stuff gets pushed around, gets moved around. Stuff falls into the river, trees, you know, deadfalls, stuff like that. So watch for river blockages. I haven't heard of anything, but lots of stuff moving around this fall. So yeah, you just got to have a heads up, especially you know, Reinhardt to Ringer section. Aaron's been fishing every day up in the Clay Elm section, and everything is fine up there. Nothing moved around, but you know, you always got to have a heads up. Below the state boat launch there, that's another, you know, very nasty spot. So if you're on the sticks, just always pay attention. So again, call the fly shop. We can help you with anything. Everybody enjoy the upcoming weekend, and big shout out to all our veterans. We love you, we appreciate you. Thank you for your service and your sacrifices.